Number two, in all your reading of the Bible, focus on the centrality of God and especially Christ. In other words, have a goal in reading the Bible to say, I want to see God. I want to see Christ. I don't want to just get stuck on the genealogies or the 5 smooth stones or whatever, 5 loaves and 2 fish. I want to know something about Christ from this event, something about God from this event, because it's seeing the glory of God that is the fire of our joy. So, when you read the Gospels, for example, and I think you ought to be reading the Gospels probably every day, because the Gospels, have you ever wondered, why are there 4 of them? I think there are 4 of them just because the early church wanted to know, who is He? You preach this Christ. I mean, you go up to Antioch or Iconium or Rome or Corinth and Athens and you say, Jesus came, died, rose. Jesus who? They don't know anything. And so the Gospels, God ordains that there be 4 portraits of this Jesus, and we need to see Him. And so as you read them, ask, who are you? What are you like? What do you say? Get to know Him so that when you have the heart attack singing a hymn someday and you meet Him 10 seconds later, He won't be a surprise. You will have known Him so well, it will be climax. It will be consummation. Yes, yes, that's the way I expected you to look. Because I heard you talk so often. I saw you do so many things. I made a list here of examples from me. This is the sort of thing I'm on the lookout for when I read the Gospels, or more generally, the Bible. All authority in heaven and on earth is mine. Before Abraham was, I am. Something greater than Solomon is here. Lazarus, come forth. And the dead man obeys. Having loved His own who were in the world, He loved them to the end. And at the moment of His deepest weakness, are you the Christ, Son of the living God, Son of the blessed? I am. Clearest statement He ever made. At the most impossible moment to believe it. I am. And you will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of power and coming with glory. Yes. Oh, what a word. I mean, you go to the Bible looking for statements and say, that's my Lord, that's my Christ, that's the way I want to be, that's what I admire, that's what thrills me about Jesus. You just got to be on the lookout. Oh, I could just go on and on about the things He says and the things He does that thrill me. When, you know, if I get interviewed on the radio, why do you believe the Bible is the Word of God? My short answer is, I go to the Bible and I meet a man who is self-authenticating. I cannot not love Jesus. If you don't get that, Miss So-and-so at NPR, I'm praying for you. That God, just please, have you read the Gospels? Ma'am, have you read about this man? Go read and see if God doesn't show you this man cannot be created by human ingenuity. Let me just give you one. It's just on my mind, so I'll give it to you. Jesus, by what authority do you do these things? Let me ask you a question, Jesus says. The baptism of John, was it from man or heaven? Excuse me. They have a little consultation. Now, if we say from man, everybody's going to get mad at us and stone us because they think he's a prophet. And if we say from God, Jesus is going to say, why didn't you believe on Him? What do we got to do? Well, let's say we don't know. Okay. We don't know. And Jesus says, I don't talk to people like that. He said, neither will I answer your question. I read that, and chills go up and down my back. I said, yes! Oh, I want to be like that. Because he could see right through all their hypocrisy, all their manipulation. Jesus won't talk to postmodern ignorers. That's the word. Just ignorers of the truth. He just won't do it. And just on and on. What I'm saying is, this is point number 2. In your fight for joy, you got to see Jesus as glorious. And the way to see him as glorious is by reading the Gospels, on the lookout for things that turn you on about Jesus. He is inimitable. There is no one like him. No one like him. Read to know Christ. That's number 2.